I'm not going to swing, chat. I'm just not going to swing. I'm not going to swing for the oh, never mind. I got to swing now. The controller fell. Oh, that's it! You can put it on the board! That's the home run glitch right there. Did y'all see that? You put the controller on your head, you say, I'm not going to swing, but then you do this and you hit a home run. That's the method. Ebook coming soon, chat. What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 19 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the team affinity programs and the best method on how to complete those, some of the best cards to go after. But first, I'll give you guys a really quick update on the squad. We did finally go ahead and finish the Colorado Rockies team collection. We got Mr. Nolan Arenado, we got 86 overall diamond cargo. Here's my team, completely incomplete. What an oxymoron there. It's just a really incomplete team. We haven't really been building a team. What we have been doing is just knocking out team collections and trying to level up for the times that I've been playing this game. So if you guys caught my last Diamond Dynasty video, and specifically the video on the best way to complete team collections, I definitely want you to go watch that video if you have not seen it yet, because you're going to kind of want to have a background of what I've been doing so far on the show. So if we go to our live series team collections, you can see that I have about 8 of them completed, and there's quite a few that are not completed. But if we go over to my inventory, I'm just going to tab through a couple different teams and show you guys what I've been doing. So my main goal has been trying to get at least 30 of every single team. Number one, to level up, to get XP, to start striving towards level 75, where we get a free diamond card, specifically a 99 overall diamond card. And then also, I'm trying to knock out some of the team sets that don't have diamond cards in them. So the Orioles, the first team, great example. 40 of 40, we knocked it out. Teams like the Yankees and Red Sox, they have multiple diamonds, so it's a little bit tougher. Rays, we just knocked out this morning. So we're knocking out some collections here. We're getting some decent reward cards, not the greatest. But as you can see, some of these are easy. And I think the good thing about the method that I showed in my last video is that I'm really doing this with definitely, number one, without spending money. So I'm a no money spent player in the show, in Diamond Dynasty. So if you are too, definitely recommend following and paying attention to my videos, because everything that you see, I'm not out here spending hundreds of dollars to do this. I'm literally just grinding it out. But what I was trying to say is that I've been knocking out these team sets and I'm not spending money. I'm also really not losing stubs. I am hurting for stubs right now, but that's because I spent pretty much everything finishing up the Rockies set yesterday, and now I'm kind of in that rebuild mode where I'm trying to get back to it. But as you can see, we had a lot of teams complete, and then when we hit like the AL East, after the why am I missing so much? Okay, I do have 32 here. Once we hit to kind of like the AL East, we're starting to be low in numbers here, because that's kind of where I left off. Literally started from the Orioles, and I'm working my way over to the NL West, which is kind of the second division that I started. So why are you talking about team collections when this video is supposed to be about the team affinity programs? Well, my whole point is that if you watch my last video, and if you've been doing team collections the way that I recommended doing them, you're getting a bunch of cards, and especially the teams that don't have diamonds in their set, you're getting those done, and you have all these now commons and bronze, and in some case silvers and golds, these bum cards. Let's be realistic. So what I'm doing, and I guess the goal that I have here, is some of the team affinity cards that I want, and you kind of got to look at it by division. Let me go back. I apologize. I swear I'm getting to my point. But one of the best divisions for this, I'm going to say, is the AL Central. Because if you look at this, the AL Central, we have the White Sox completed. No diamonds in the White Sox. Indians, lots of diamonds, 3 diamonds to be exact. Not completed, that's okay. Tigers, no diamonds completed. Royals, no diamonds completed. Twins, no diamonds, almost completed. Probably could get it done today. So that's 4 out of 5 teams in the division. where I have a bunch of cards, and specifically with the White Sox, Tigers, and Royals, I don't need anymore. They've all been basically, you know, not exchanged, but collected. I can't sell them anymore. I'm not about to put most of these guys on my team. Now, there could be some gems in here that end up having a good season and get upgrades. If they do, I'm not worried about it right now. I don't think there's anybody in here that's going to make me, you know, a ton of stubs if I get rid of them this early in the season. And some of these cards are so dirt cheap, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So now, you know, my idea here is I'm going to go to the Affinity collections, and I'm going to look for other AL Central teams, and it can be the same team. It can be the Dodgers, the Tigers. And I'm just going to look at the diamond rewards. So to get the diamonds in all Affinity collections, you need 50 of that team. Now, how do you earn that? If you look to the left, 250 innings, it's repeatable. That gives you +5. Online is +2, and these are both repeatable. March to October is a game mode you have to play. It takes a little while, so I wouldn't recommend that unless it's like your favorite team. Like I'm going to do it with the Rockies eventually. But if you look at the bottom three, we have Exchange Detroit Rivals, and then Part 2 and Part 3. So this is where having all of those bum cards for, you know, those commons and bronzes and in some case silvers, you can now start exchanging all of those cards to start earning points. And I'm just going to call them points. I don't know if that's what they're called. But, you know, we can get a potentially 20, 30, 40 right here. So that's like 90% to get to the 50 that we need to get ourselves a diamond. So this, you know, this card doesn't really blow me away. Maybe it does. I'm not in the business of right now needing diamond starting pitching. Just me personally. Maybe you feel otherwise. But I could basically, you know, I could go to the White Sox. And I don't, you know, the AL Central right now is the best for me as far as cards that I can get rid of to get one of these, but I don't really care for any of the cards here. But if I wanted this card, right, I could go to, we could go all the way to the bottom here. For some reason that locks up sometimes. I don't know if it happens to you guys, but we could go to the bottom here and I could literally just start exchanging everything in here except for Indians. We want to hang on to our Indians and Twins, because we haven't finished the Indian set, we haven't finished the Twin set, but we have finished the Royals and we finished the Tigers, but obviously you can't use Tigers in this set. Are we on the Tigers right now? No, we can't. We can use Tigers, we can't use White Sox because you can't use their own team. But basically we can use all our Tigers, all of our Royals, and then when we complete the Twins, all of our Twins. They do have a cross-division rival as well. In this case, it's the Cubs, so I wouldn't want to use the Cubs because I haven't completed the Cubs team collection yet. But you want to look for, you know, a diamond that you might like, and there's two out there that I really want. Now, unfortunately, they are in a division that I haven't completed yet, and that's the AL East. So the Mets, I really, really want this Jose Reyes card. Looks very good. I'm not building an all Rockies theme team, but, you know, at the end of the day, I do kind of want to get guys that used to or do play for the Rockies. And so I want to knock this one out. Now, the tough thing here is that if we go to the bottom, exchange division rivals or the rival. So the Braves I haven't completed yet. The Marlins I have not completed yet, but I'm pretty close. The Nationals I have not, the Phillies I have not, and the Yankees I have not. So it's going to be tough for me to get this one done because there's just a lot of sets that I didn't complete. But another card that I think I really want is Trey Turner. So if we go over here, 87 overall center fielder, great base stealer, great speed, pretty good contact versus right and left. I believe, is he a switch hitter or am I making things up? No, he bats it right. For some reason I was thinking he was a switch hitter, but he's great leadoff guy. And again, if I go, it's glitching out here for me, so let me back out and go back in. If I go all the way to the bottom, exchange rivals. Braves we haven't completed, Marlins I'm going to finish really soon, Mets not completed, Phillies not completed, but I almost called them the Ravens. The Orioles we have. I feel like I may have called them the Ravens at some point in this video. My bad if I did. So now I can take all of these Oriole cards, and it takes a little while to go through, but I'm going to take every single Oriole on my team, minus maybe the gold cards. It really depends on the player and if I see myself wanting that card on my team at any point. And again, you're going to tab through a lot here. I wish there was maybe a different way that they could do this. But I'm literally just going through every single one, and I'm looking for all the Oriole logos on the bottom of the card, and we're going to exchange those. Now, doing, I think, one full team is probably going to get you through part 1, and again, there's 3 parts, and part 1's only going to get you about, I think, to 20. I did this with the Rockies, and I got basically a silver Nolan Arenado, and I think that's as far as I got, and I basically exchanged all the Diamondbacks that I had. So this one might be a little bit different, but we're going to go through it, and I didn't exchange any gold or silver Diamondbacks. This one, I'm just going to do the whole team, because I don't really care about any. I don't think there's any cards on the Orioles that I really care about. Almost there. Sorry it's taking so long, guys. Trumbo. So as we get further down the list, we start to run into situations where hopefully it lets me do this one, because I think this guy is in my roster. It's probably going to give me an error, but obviously further you get down the list, you're going to start running into you know, a less amount of cards if you haven't been completing a ton of sets. So now I'm going to go ahead and exchange all of these. It did not give me an error, so that's cool. So now I have 60% of part 1. Now, not ideal, but all of those Oriole cards that I don't need anymore, that I can't sell, that I'm not going to do anything with, we're now putting them towards something. We're putting them towards this Trey Turner. When we knock out all of this, and we're, you know, more than halfway complete, it's going to get us to this Tanner Roark. We're still 40 away from Trey Turner, but you know, my next goal here now is to try to complete the Marlin set. When I'm done with that, I'm going to exchange everything in the Marlin set, put that towards that. I would imagine it'll definitely get me this done, and it'll probably get me close to halfway done, maybe a little, you know, 60 or like 40% done with this one. But you know, in my opinion, it's the best way to put collected cards to use, to maybe turn them into diamond cards or just something else. You know, you do get a silver, you get a gold, a pack, some other things, some stub rewards here as you kind of go along this process. But remember, you only need to get about halfway, and then, you know, the other way to start leveling up is putting some of these guys. So maybe I need to throw more nationals in my lineup as I, you know, knock out different challenges and whatnot. But that's the route that I'm taking to knock out these Team Affinity collections. Let me know what you guys think. If there's a different strategy you have, love to hear from you. We should be live streaming some show, grinding out some more ranked seasons and some other things to build this roster up, and hopefully when we stream tomorrow we'll have a lot more stubs. I believe that we will. But thank you guys so much for watching. Give me any feedback down below in the comment section. Disagree, agree. Hopefully it helps out. I'm out. Peace.